So I got a couple boxes here to open for you guys today. One here from Vinegar Syndrome, and then another one from Arrow. There's only one title in here. I did pre-order a couple things from Arrow. I guess one of the titles was already out, so they shipped that one before the pre-orders, which I figured they would just lump everything together, but that's fine. And then I figured I'd also do a little kind of early April collection update because over the weekend I was hanging out with a friend of mine, two friends of mine really. We were watching some movies together, and my buddy had some stuff that he was getting rid of. So he asked if I wanted to take a look and if I wanted anything, and he gave a couple titles to me for free. So very cool there. So I figured I'll show those off as well. A few of those are Arrow titles, so I figure I'll do the Arrow unboxing, show those off, and then we'll get into Vinegar Syndrome as well. So let's see what I got. Now we're going to open up the Arrow box first here, so let's do this. Alright, so I decided to get this one because I really enjoy the movie, and it's a remake of a classic horror movie. But I grabbed The Last House on the Left. I don't know, I've seen this one maybe twice, maybe three times, I don't know. But I always really enjoyed this version of it. I'm not even sure I've seen the original. Um, so I'll need to check out the original at some point. But I do like this version of the movie, and I don't know if they needed to do an update to it, but they did. So this is directed by Dennis. I'm gonna butcher this name. Yiadis. He's from a new script by Carl Ellsworth, who did Red Eye and Disturbia. So yeah, I don't know. I wanted to grab this one. I feel like it's a good one. I just haven't seen it in a few years, and I do remember enjoying this one pretty thoroughly. So I did grab that one from Arrow. Again, I pre-ordered two other movies. I think those may come out in June. I can't remember. It was part of their recent announcements. Arrow announced some awesome movies. If you guys missed it, I will post it here. But what a June we're about to get from Arrow. But yeah, so that is The Last House on the Left. And then, as I mentioned in the opening, my buddy gave me a few titles here. Two, three. So four releases, but actually six titles. So three of them are Arrow releases, and one of them is a Kino release. But I did take off his hands the Shaolin plot. Um, I don't know. I feel like Asian cinema and kind of martial arts movies are just a genre I don't tend to watch. So I wanted to give it a shot. Oddly enough, one of the movies that we watched over the weekend was Ricky O, The Story of Ricky. Fucking wild movie. But anyway, yeah, I grabbed the Shaolin plot from my buddy, and then I also took off his hands. These two are actually new. He did. I guess he had duplicates of these for some reason, but I grabbed Dark Waters. I feel like I've seen a remake of this, a U.S. remake. I think they did many years ago. This one I've never seen before, so I wanted to check this out. So I grabbed that from him. And then we got an old one here starring Robert Stack. And that's the Scarface Mob. Again, this is new, sealed. He somehow ended up with two copies of it. So I took this off his hand. When did this one come out? I don't see a year on here. I'm curious as to when this movie came out. It takes place in the 20s, but I know it didn't come out in the 20s. Yeah, I don't know. It looked interesting, so I figured why not take this off his hands. And then the other one I grabbed again. This is a box set. Some older movies from Kino. So this is Kino Lorber Studio Classics. Film Noir, The Dark Side of Cinema 26, it looks like. So yeah, I took this off his hands. This comes with 3 movies. So Dr. Broadway, Smooth as Silk, and The Great Gatsby. I've never seen any of these movies. Here's the back of it, so you can see the titles on it. But yeah, I don't know. I just thought this was an interesting little box set. I guess they made, I don't know how many of these they made, but this is number 26. So yeah, I took this off his hands as well. So that is kind of round 1 of this video, I suppose, with the Arrow pickup and then a couple titles that my buddy was giving away, and I decided to take off his hands. So again, shout out to Greg. I've mentioned him on the channel plenty of times. He's one of my best friends, and I really appreciate him allowing me to take some of those titles from him. So with that said, let's go ahead and open up the Vinegar Syndrome box here. I think I have 4 or 5 titles in this one. We always do a great job packing these up. I love the pouches that they give us here, because I keep these, and if I sell anything, I usually ship them in pouches just because I have a ton of them. So with that said, I've got 4 titles here. 3 of them are partner labels, and then I got 1 cinematograph release. So let's go with, this one has a separate disc. I wonder if there was an issue with the disc on this one. But we'll show this one off first. So from AGFA, I grabbed Wildwood, New Jersey. And the reason why I got Wildwood, New Jersey is because I live in New Jersey, and I've been to Wildwood many times. It's been a few years since I've been down there, but yeah, I figured why not get a documentary about Wildwood, New Jersey, and just to see what this was like. This came out way before I started going down there. It says every day is a holiday and every night is a Saturday night. So there's the back of the slipcover there. So yeah, I am looking forward to watching this documentary. Like I said, I used to go down to Wildwood a lot. One of my good friends had a family house down there, so we would stay at that house every once in a while. Oddly enough, Wildwood is where I got my first tattoo, on the boardwalk. But yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to checking this one out. I'm going to open this up. So I want to see when this came out, or when this was filmed. I don't know why. I mean, I get why they started wrapping these, wrapping the slip covers, but it's kind of annoying. There we go. All right. So yeah, this is from 1994. So yeah, this was done a few years before I kind of started going down. It was kind of late 90s when I started hanging out down in Wildwood with my friends. But yeah, I don't know. It's 59 minutes, not very long. And it says, everyone needs more Wildwood, New Jersey in their lives. Shot on dreamy Super 8 film by directors Ruth Lightman and Carol Weeks Cassie with an all-women crew. This documentary shines a light on the lives of women from Wildwood, New Jersey, the last great American carnival town. Yeah, I mean, I didn't really know what to expect from this. Again, I don't know. It seemed interesting, and being from New Jersey and frequenting Wildwood quite often, it just made sense to pick this up. And yeah, so they did ship a second disc here, so I don't know if there was an issue with one of the Blu-ray, or is there 2 discs in here? No, there's only 1, so I wonder if there's just an issue with the disc, so they just sent a second one. So I guess I'll pop that in there. I'll have to look into that and see why they sent that. Are you serious? It's not going to fit inside? Look at that. Oh, no, it did. All right. Anyway, moving on. So the next 2 partner labels I got are from Shudder. So, and again, I'm not going to unwrap all of these, but I got Grafted, filmed by Sasha Rainbow. There's the front and the back. I collect all of the Shutter lines, so I was definitely going to get this. This is Shutter number 29. And then this one is actually Shutter 28. I got Humane. Again, collect all of the Shutter films, so I had to grab this one. I'm not sure who's in this, but because the guy in the front here, he looks very familiar. But yeah, your nation thanks you for enlisting. So it says docs on the back. So this is going to be interesting. Looking forward to checking out Humane. And then the final pickup I got from Vinegar Syndrome for this round. And I had to get this just because he passed away recently, but I grabbed Badge 373 starring Robert Duvall. Just a fantastic actor. And this, I think, was announced right around or right after he had passed away. And it just made the most sense to pick this up because I had never seen it before. I think Duvall was a fantastic actor, obviously an icon in the industry. But yeah, it made sense to grab this from 1973, 116 minutes, and it looks really good. So I'm looking forward to checking out Badge 373. So that is it. Again, I just wanted to do a quick little unboxing and little early April collection update. So just kind of show these off one more time here. So you'll have to let me know, what did you guys get from Arrow recently? Have you pre-ordered anything for June? Because again, they got some really good ones coming out in June. Even the last like 2 weeks, you look at Shout Factory and what they announced. Just amazing stuff coming out from both Arrow and Shout Factory in the next few months. But let me know down in the comments below, what have you been picking up lately from anything Arrow, Vinegar Syndrome, studio labels, anything like that. Just I want to know what you guys are collecting because I enjoy talking movies with you guys. So that's it. Again, hope you guys liked the video. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and share this out with your movie loving friends. I am on Letterboxd, Instagram, and Facebook. I'll drop a link in the description below to all of those social media platforms. Thank you again for watching, and I'll catch you next time.